There we go. Okay. Check on PC side of things, hopefully. Hopefully it doesn't do those little things like, hopefully it doesn't do those little things where it's like, oh, like it tries to, to load in and shit, but then it's like, oh, it's, like it's gonna like just freeze every now and then or something. And again, like it gets me and again, like it gives me the illusion that it didn't take out the fucking, it didn't like turn off shield mode. When no, that's supposed to be a thing that's like supposed to happen automatically. Now things are wanting to. I think now things apparently like wanting to be true. So I'm going to refresh my chat stuff, my chat thing, hopefully, because I hate, cause I hate getting tricked into that shit. But anyway, so first thing I'm gonna do, well actually, first true thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Discord on my phone, make sure everything's playing nicely, all the bots and stuff have done their thing. Really? Like I literally have the fucking thing, like I'm literally trying to like refresh it, and it's not doing anything. I really hate it when shit like this happens. I really do. God damn it. I also hate when it's like I'm trying to do one thing, and then there's like I'm trying I'm trying to like mark something as red and everything, and it's like, oh, you clicked off of it, you touched off of it or whatever. Anyway, so alright, let me check the streams, how it's going to sound and everything, hopefully. Okay. Now before I continue, before I do my intro and stuff, I want to check and make sure that my stream chat stuff is working on PC. Because like I'd really hate to be like, oh, I'm be doing this stream, and then suddenly something happens, and then or like I get to the end, and it's like it's somehow not load for some reason. I guess while I'll also do that, I'll um, change the game category. And even though like I doubt anyone will be saying this, but I feel but what's called like a gut feeling, okay? So a little bit of a little bit of knowledge, I guess you could say, for for those that don't know. So for me, I stream directly from my console, which is PlayStation 4, aka PS4, right? So I stream directly from that. Like I do like the broadcast gameplay. Like I usually I usually like always check on do it on Twitch and everything like that. And I say about like a good percent. I say like about maybe I say maybe like 99% of the time, like I have everything usually set up and whatnot. Because sometimes, depending on the thing that I'm playing, it could often have those moments where it's like, oh, like they actually, they actually show the right, the right game category. But then there's moments where it doesn't, and it just goes right to games demos. Now, I'm sure probably some people might be, thinking it's like, well, why don't you, why don't you set up the game category before you go live? And the answer to that is it would not matter. So, like for example, because I'm playing some classic Doom via the Doom plus Doom 2 port and everything, um, I feel like at most because it doesn't have the game category in and of itself. It goes like every time I go live directly from the console, uh, it always goes straight to fucking games demos, and I have to switch that out myself, or I have to change it out myself. Now I don't know why this is a thing, um, but for whatever reason, Dark Souls 3 kind of has the same little issue as well. Even though like I still don't understand this. Even though that the game has its own category and everything like that, it's just still it's just still does the thing of like, oh, it was like you're live playing games and demos and stuff like that, and it's just it makes you question things, you know. Cause like at most, it's like some of the games that I would be playing every now and then. It's like, oh, it gets right. I don't have to really worry about it. But there are those, but there like there are certain games where it's like, oh, okay, I have to fucking you know go to like my it was like my that creator dashboard thing, go to stream info, and then switch it out from there. Still kind of waiting for my fucking Twitch chat to load up and everything. Cause I would really hate to where it's like I finished my stream and it's like it's still somehow not loading, even though like I don't know what the deal is. Cause every now and then it's like my browser kind of likes to act like a little bitch. It's like it's like so it's frozen, not responding, and stuff like it's doing right now. Like it's fucking doing right now. I swear to God, if it fucking takes everything off, like if it fucking like just closes, when I don't want it to. It's like, and the thing is, like, whenever it does the whole, like, oh, like it's, like frozen and not responding bullshit, it's like, you never know exactly how long it's going to take before it actually, decides to behave itself. But I think I'm just going to go ahead and just wing it, I guess, just fucking just hope for the best, just wait and see what happens at most, because, like, I don't want to fucking, be here for hours, feels like hours on end, just for the fucking chat stuff to load up. So anyway, as always, everyone, heyo, my fellow Romo Maniacs. It's Mr. Romo Roses here, and welcome to yet another installment of what I call Weapons Mod Wednesday. So, basically, in a nutshell, Weapons Mod Wednesday is kind of a thing that I do in regards to classic Doom at most, where I play through some sort of like gameplay mod that like either like has like different weaponry, like the different weaponry or some kind, would it be like something pretty big or somewhat kind of small-ish, or like have some sort of like gameplay effect, like maybe like weapons and enemies, or what have you. And chances are that it could be a thing where it's like I revisit like the classic Doom games, like for example, Doom 1, Doom 2, Final Doom, both like TNT Evolution and Master Levels, oh well, TNT Evolution and Plutonic Experiment. I don't know why I said fucking Master Levels, but Master Levels is another little thing sometimes. The Rest for the Living, and possibly even Sigil, depending on like how people can put things together. And today we're going to be doing what is essentially going to be like the second part of episode 1, which is Knee Deep in the Dead. The reason why it's kind of a part 2 type thing is because originally I was doing a thing for Shoot 'em Up Saturday, where I was originally going to be trying to play a Wolfenstein themed mod for Doom, but the little prologue thing that the prologue episode that I was playing around with took quite a bit of time and everything like that because I didn't know where to go in some situations and things like that. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna maybe like have it as a little video and then maybe do something a little bit extra, as like a little bonus because I still have like some time to kill and everything like that. So I played around, so I booted up this mod that you see before you, and I played a little bit of episode 1 with it and everything. For the most part, I say like the episode 1, it's got like some extra multiplayer items and stuff like that. Um, I'd say probably like for deathmatch, but it could be for co-op as well. Cause even like I don't know exactly how like the co-op stuff works and classic Doom as far as like the extra things that that normally wouldn't be there in solo play, in solo play goes. But but I decided like just have like the option of having like extra like extra multiplayer items and things like that as well, which I say for the most part probably like involve like like weapons, maybe like a little bit of ammo here and there. But yeah. Oh my god, dude! Sound like the fucking just get rid of my damn pop out chat, just like bring it up again. It's giving me a hard it's giving me a hard time to fucking let me do anything. I am so sorry about this, guys. Like, again, like even though like my chat stuff was showing up and everything like that, but for whatever reason, it's like the thought process was like saying that like shield mode was still on and everything like that. So it's like oh people couldn't build because in my head it's like people make like it was making me think that people couldn't be able to talk unless they're like maybe like a VIP or a mod or something like that. Even though like a handful of times that when I do stream that things are pretty quiet here, but still there are those moments where you try and hopefully like see like have those moments where like maybe maybe someone wants to come in and and talk have like a nice little conversation or what have you. Anyway, so the mod that you see before you is called Lou Mod for Doom 1. It was uploaded by LuCom22. It's a Weapons and Monsters gameplay mod thing from a mod I guess that they made called Lou Mapple 1 and everything. I have not played the original mod itself, so like I don't really know what to I don't know what to like to really expect with that, other than probably like it being like some sort of random ass slaughter map or something. But but this person decided to do a little thing of like trying to bring the the weapons and you know, like the weapons and the enemies into the classic Doom games for the majority of the most part. Pretty much being able to play everything except for, at least at most, Legacy of Rust. So, yeah. And yeah, yeah, we did like a few levels. Originally I was gonna be like trying to do like the regular levels of episode one. I wasn't gonna really, you know, I was like, I don't know if I want to really do the secret military base level, but because I kind of ended things a little bit, with it, I was like, okay, maybe I'll save it for next time, and just go from there. So, yeah. So yeah, like I, I did, I went through Toxin Refinery, um, I cleared out pretty much everything that I could do, and, so kind of like just saved it there and just, wait, it's like, okay, I want to, maybe do this, next time. So yeah, again, I apologize, for the awkward, silences and everything like that. I hopefully get everything fucking working. So yeah, this is, like I said, this is Toxin Refinery, map 3 of episode 1, and this is the area that will take us to the secret exit, or secret level, which is military base. Now, as I usually do with things like this, and this is just my little, like, preferred style, play style of things, so, whenever I'm on, like, the first level of something, if I have, like, the ability to quick save, I usually try and do that, um, but, but yeah, if I have, like, the ability to quick save in some sort of way, then, usually I just do that, and then everything from, like, level 2 and onwards, what I do is like a hard save, to where like I save at the beginning of the level, just in case like something happens, or maybe like I decide to like maybe like in my my stream there or whatever, and just make like a new hard save, and then depending on how things go, be like all these like like the last thing like a next part, and go on and so forth and so forth. Anyway, so military base. So yeah, the mod itself is a little bit interesting to say the very least. It's one of those things where it's like like the weapons are a little bit like funny, maybe a little bit weird at times, and stuff like that. Oh my god, just fucking end. Like I'm hitting the damn X button at this point. And as you can probably see, my health is at 448, which is like the highest you probably would ever which probably like at the point of like I'm not like not really seeing that kind of thing happen all the time, if at all. So I'm gonna try and show you guys some of the weapons and stuff that I have. So the pistol, from what I can understand, it's kind of like it's got a little bit more kick to it. I think it has like, I think I use like maybe like two bullets per round. Um, Shotgun seems to be a little bit faster. It has like like the, I guess like like the spread or whatever. I don't know what you call that. Can have a lot of ammo as well. Chain gun, pretty much like pretty much a chain gun can like can turn things into Swiss cheese at this point, you know. My God, it's like I'm trying to fucking end on the damn thing. It's like it's not letting me. Like it's trying now. It's like oh. So I guess I'm gonna just do that for right now. Just not have a fucking thing. But yeah, chain gun, like fires very fast, has a shit ton of ammo for it. I don't know if the rocket launchers changed all that much. I'd say like at most it may like fire a little bit slower, but this is just my perspective on the mod. But I want to say that possibly it might fire a little bit slower, but it has a little more kick to it, I think. The plasma gun, even though I don't have it in this thing, the plasma gun I think is like kind of like, I think it's kind of like an attempt of being like a rail gun. And the BFG, I don't know if it still takes like the same amount of ammo, but the one thing I've kind of noticed about the BFG is kind of like it shoots the green projectile ball as normal, but then it stops. And then like maybe like one or two blasts at most before exploding and just going from there. And I believe also it can actually harm you, aka the player. Which it was definitely quite the thing you would never expect to see. My God, even the fucking thing here is not wanting to, not wanting to act proper. I don't know about you guys, but you gotta love technology at its finest, especially fucking browsers. It's like here I am, trying to fucking, make sure like my Twitch chat stuff is, going good. It has the, the shield mode set, turned off. That way people, can come in and chat. And then it's like, oh, you still have it's like it's still on. You don't get like a like a personal chat notification type thing that that it was off. And you're trying to fucking restart and everything. And it's like anyway. Now I believe that this thing looks kind of like a. It kind of looks like a dust particle or something like that. I think apparently it's supposed to be like a thing of like I want to say like a random armor piece. And I think what happens here is you might see that little like chunk of little like ball of like flesh meat or whatever. So I think what happens is that when you kill an enemy, they drop like these these red I don't know what you call it. It's like, because part of me would say like a red ball, but it's like like a red piece of like innard or something like that, like an innard piece. And apparently with this, you get like you get the ability to to gain health. You get like a little, it's like a little health bonus. I think even when it comes to like destroying barrels and whatnot, I think it's like when it comes to like destroying barrels, um, like I think like it leaves like a little bit like a little chunk behind, and you can be able to put that into your armor. The one thing I always kind of found, the one thing I kind of found funny, the one thing I kind of found funny was this is that it has like the ability to let you like basically like jib like an undead. You basically have like the ability to jib a body. And it kinda, and I say kinda, reminded me of Duke 64. Because in Duke 64, even though like yeah you can be able to use like RPG, like an RPG Devastator, pipe bomb and all that stuff, but like I don't have the fucking thing up. I was trying to bring my fucking browser stuff up, and all of a sudden it's like I'm hearing shotgun sounds. But yeah, like I said, it reminded me of like Duke 64 a little bit, because even if you don't have like something that can be like explosive to use to make sure your enemies stay dead, just like just shooting it with like bullet weaponry, or even just like like a quick kick, just like your mighty foot and all that, it allows you to just take out the aliens. And I would almost say honestly that like I would almost say honestly that like this kind of feels like one of those mods where it's like it's just like a fun funny power trip kind of thing. Where it's like you have like all these crazy weapon abilities, things like that. And you can be able to eat you can be able to eat like some demonic hellish organ stuff or whatever, and then you can be able to go past under normal 100 health to somehow also like just destroying barrels and getting like an armor bonus piece to to add to your armor. So I don't know if this is like Now I don't know if this is like really if this is like the full on like gospel truth type of case, but part of me kind of thinks that if you don't somehow jib, like like if, there's part of me that thinks to myself, it's like if you don't somehow jib an enemy once they're dead, they have like they have somehow have like the chance to come back alive and try and like the give you like a surprise attack and things like that. So, but then there's like other times where it's like I would like play this and everything. But there's like those times where I think even that was like an example right there. It's like even though it had like all the the body was even though like the body was jibbed and everything like that, it still seems to have like some sort of ability to possibly come back to life. And then another thing too is what you kind of saw there. It's like it kind of like I don't know, like it turns like the jib corpses sometimes into like a pile like a little pile of meat slab or whatever, like like they've been crushed. So yeah, like I don't know. Like I just seriously don't know. And it's like one of those situations. And the one thing I kind of found funny in a way is that the chainsaw quote unquote replacement. Pretty much this is like, oh, you have like a you pretty much have like a second fist that can just like infinitely shoot out like like railgun like a rail projectile like a railgun projectile thing. And it just like it made me think to myself, it's like it made me think to myself, it's like if you somehow just got the chainsaw, the chainsaw in this mod, then all you have to really do is just fucking just like use that and just like use your bullet stuff for like a rainy day. Like say for example, you want to try and take out a final boss pretty quick, like so. So what you end up trying to do is you like say like you use your chain gun or something. I just randomly thought like the possible best way to kind of describe these things. I guess one way to kind of look at it is like these are like is that these are like demonic meatballs, like demonic raw demonic meatballs or something like that. Because like because like it's it comes it comes from the like an enemy that you defeated and everything, and and it allows you to gain health from it and everything. Okay, we can go past 501. Okay. Can I do a successful strafe run? Because I have done it before. Here we go. Alright, gotta love it. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. I guess Andrew Halshaw did a really awesome job with the remix soundtrack of Doom and everything. And yeah, another thing too, apparently it's like there are some items or some destructible like environmental things, you know, like these lab things, for example. Da, 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 da. Alright. Like I say, you know, like just saving some of this stuff up for like a rainy day and everything. It's very nice. It's like just save the good ammo, you know, just save the good ammo and use it only for like, you know, special occasions. Gotta love it. And yeah, apparently another thing too that I've noticed was that, you know, if you somehow do a thing of like, if you find like, you know, the corpses of, you know, other, you know, Doom Marines and all that, apparently you can be able to, jib them as well, and sometimes like, you know, you'll get like random little outcomes. You know, like sometimes you might get like some ammo. Sometimes you might get like sort of like a bomb trap thing. Other times you might get like the you know the meatballs for health. Wow. Wow, he actually got a hit on me. I'm almost proud. $660 health. Some randomly is like it just comes to my mind of like, imagine if we were able to get like a 666 health. Okay. Here's your cell. I forget, is there anything really worth going over here? Nah. It's like, nope. Not really worth going over there for. Really? You have my fucking stream manager. You know, the last thing I had up with my fucking pop-out Twitch, or my fucking Twitch chat. Like, yeah, but Twitch chat has its own little tab thing, and all of a sudden you tell me, like, the last thing I had was stream manager. You know, I kind of like I'm kind of digging the Dr. Edis background thing that I have for my browser. It's one of those moments. It's one of those rare moments in Elden Ring where it's like somehow, like after a battle that I had, for some odd reason, it's like he had it's like he had like it's kind of like he was like emitting like red red energy, I guess, you know, like red lightning, you know. Made me think he was like a fucking, you know, like Dragon Ball character or something. Now, probably unlike most of my Doom playthroughs, like, you know, Doom 1 playthroughs, sorry. I've kind of like been thinking about like, I've kind of been thinking about like doing the one thing I don't normally like doing when it comes to like Doom 1, which is playing through Die Flesh Consumed. Hello. some reason I couldn't get the fucking thing with the rail fist, rail gun, the rail fist, rail fist gun. And just think, this room right here used to have like a little nod to that room used to have like a little nod thing to Wolfenstein 3D, with that little floor thing being made out into like a swastika. Somebody put up brass above or whatever. I didn't like that too much, I guess. I don't know why. I'll go ahead and quick save here. Because unfortunately we got to go into the maze area of this. I guess the only real beneficial thing about like about this whole thing is, now that you can be able to go past 100 or well 200, anything, just just overall just do this, that, and another. You can be able to just try and get like every item, maybe like destroy all the barrels, destroy all the barrels, all of the bodies, make sure they're they're jibbed and everything. And just get some, get the goodies. Get like some health and a little bit of armor. Make yourself be OP, I guess. So yeah, basically what you have to do is you have to hit this button, make sure that thing gets raised, because otherwise then you can't really be able to leave. Alright, E1, M5. Wow. I check on the PC side of things, and all of a sudden I see credible honky underscore tonk big. Just get banned. Did their mesh actually go through though? Nope, it didn't go through. Gotta love when Street Fighter's able to get on that shit. Right over here because we need it's kind of like a little special line depth cross thing, you know, to make sure that this little area gets raised up. So we're going to go over there. Yeah, this is just one of those, I could definitely say that, you know, this is one of those mods that, like, you know, like, just has, like, a power fantasy type thing, and it's just, like, overall, you know, like, just completely random, but it's, like, a completely random mod thing, but it's just fun as fuck to play. I'd say probably like just one of those. This would be like one of those moments where it's like, you know, maybe you can like do like some random challenge runs or something like that with this. You know, like maybe you know, like maybe like trying to do like a pistol start type thing, or like you know try to see how far you can be able to go without you know dying, or just like do like a no save run or something. I don't know, man. I don't know. Bong. Edge. Alright. Over here. So much stacker. Zip zap baby bop. Oh yeah. I didn't hit the fucking button. Oh, yeah. Like, ouch! That hurt. Alright, I'm gonna get my shotgun out. Alright. Man, I can only just wonder how things would how things are gonna be when trying to play this on like a like Doom 2 and beyond. You know, just fucking imagine like some of the shit that you could be able to do then, you know? Yeah, I can just, just put like this, just put it out there and just say, like, this is one of those moments where it's like, you want to be able to clear everything out as best as possible. Killing all demons, destroying all the barrels, stuff like that. Just wall pop the thing. I find it interesting that when it comes to the specters for this mod, that it kind of takes me back to a moment. I think it's like in Doom 64 where the specters, like they get where it's like the specters they're transparent and everything like that, but then when they die, it's pretty much like they reappear, or they're at least more transparent than before. Destroy all the bodies. Man, when I do Doom 2 with this mod, um, I am going to try and have like like extra multiplayer items and stuff like that as well. Because, fuck it, why not? 709. 704. I love it. My best assumption is, even if like there might be jibbed, like jibbed to oblivion almost. I think there might be like those random chances every now and then where it can still like come back and try to surprise you. But then it's like when they get like the but when they get to the state of I guess what you can kind of call like the crushed jib state, that means that that they're down for the count, and they won't be coming back. That was up close and personal. Blur area map. You take that area, I can take splash damage. I can take the damage of the splash. Where these imps sound more like camels. Sorry, I was kind of adjusting my headset there. I don't know why, but like every now and then it feels like I have like one of those random moments where it's like, it feels so lopsided. Took you down with my fist and then finish you off with a rail gun. With a rail, or plasma rail tag, I guess. Alright. Computer phone. E1M7. So I got the last level in the thing. And by the thing, I mean the episode. Because pretty much from Doom 1 side of things, I think it's like there's 9 levels in each episode, with the 9th level itself being a secret level. So you got like, you know, like 8 regular campaign levels, and then one secret level. And I know I kind of talked about this before here and there, but I want to hopefully get Onyx. I want to hopefully get Onyx one day to not only play like some classic Doom with me and everything like that, but also kind of play around with some classic Doom mods. Cause I'm pretty sure, like, cause I kind of feel like I kind of feel like, you know, he might get a kick out of this, you know, and everything, especially like being able to, like, you know, to have like, like the ability, you know, to, like have like so much health and just like, you know, like have like, you know, like a power, like how, like, you know, the craziest like weapon loadout stuff, you know, and the effects of, you know, effects and everything like that, you know, just kind of have like, you know, I kind of have like, you know, that like that Doom power fantasy. Alright. Yellow key. Are we... Like, oh man, not that. Oh, well, I'm just going to do this. Son of a bitch. red key. Okay. This. Over here. I still don't know exactly 100% what some of this, like these areas this area is for. Just like what the fuck that one switch does, but go over here. Have a nice little shortcut to the red door, and already hit the blue key. And then we can go out here. And my controller giving me some drift. Oh, someone got stuck on a window. Alright. And finally, Phobos Anomaly. Zoom. Yeah, I love it. Alright, I'm actually gonna get the shotgun out to start for this opening area. Some things just don't want to go explode, go boom by themselves. Alright, go up here. And one of these teams, they can create an area map. 870 health. Okay. Save it right here. We're gonna try to take all the specters as much as we can. Oh. Apparently the specters can fight each other? How interesting. Alright. Putting out... Okay, so boss type enemies cannot be agibified. Good. Some did the thing. So I don't know if you guys heard that, but something like supposedly respawned, or like, you know, like, had a race state moment. But I'm not seeing anything. Just speeding up the process. Once you beat the big badasses and clean out the moon base, you're supposed to win, aren't you? Aren't you? Where's your fat reward and take it home? What the hell is this? It's not supposed to end this way. It stinks like rotten meat. It looks like the lost emo space. It looks like you're stuck on the shores of hell. The only way out is through. To continue the Doom experience, play The Shores of Hell and its amazing sequel, Inferno. Alright, so yeah, that is the conclusion of Knee Deep in the Dead with the Lou mod for Doom 1. That was fun. That was really fun. I definitely enjoyed me, you know, that mod. And definitely curious to try out, you know, the Doom 2 version in the future. You know, see how crazy things will be from there. But yeah, we are going to end and we are going to raid. I already know who we're going to raid into. We're going to go raid into Inverted Shadow. He's currently doing some Gmod animation. He's currently doing some Gmod animation stuff. Something he's been trying to sort of do for, I almost would say quite a bit in a way. So yeah, we're gonna go say hi and everything. But I'm gonna bring up his thing first. So, before I get the raid started and everything, I just want to say, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I really and truly appreciate it. So, next time I do some more Weapons Mod Wednesday, we'll be doing the Shores of Hell in Doom 1 with this mod and see how things go from there. But my next planned stream, if everything goes well, will hopefully be tomorrow, aka Thursday. I'm going to be trying to do another fun run thing in Elden Ring Night Rain. I'm going to be bringing out the Havel Raider. Basically, in a nutshell, I'm going to be switching out the Katarina Onion armor for the rock-like Howl armor, and I'm gonna play around with a build that I made that's the best I could do as far as like trying to make like a thing involving like if like what if the Havel the Havel. I don't know why I say it's like I say like Havel monster. And I'm thinking it's like, and I think to myself it's like that's what Onyx called one of his characters back then. But then I found out he's called like Havel the Rock. So, take that as you will, I guess. But yeah, we will be doing, like I said, we will be doing a Havel Raider thing, hopefully tomorrow. Now, next Friday is probably going to be a bit interesting to say the least, because, for one, my friend Alex's birthday is going to be happening on that day. He's gonna be wanting to do a special little stream of Elden Ring, of the Fellowship of the Jar, where basically, me, him, and I think like Chassis 5 are all be having characters that are going to be like like low level 5, which I think is like the lowest you can be able to have for a character. But we're gonna be trying to do a thing he calls the Fellowship of the Jar, where we play as different characters. We play as characters that have like different weapons and stuff like that, but we all have jars on our head, like a big old jars on our heads. He's gonna have what's called the Great Jars. It's gonna be bigger than both of mine and Shadow's at most, and everything. But probably on that day as well. Because I was like, I was kind of like talking to him last night in preparation, kind of like for making the character of a certain character. But if everything goes well, probably next Friday I'll be doing a new little playthrough in Elden Ring. Because I decided to kind of do a fist build that's kind of like what Onyx is doing on his end with his Doom guy, but in a nutshell, it's going to be it's going to be a thing where I'm going to basically bring I know it's probably going to be like a crazy name for some people, but I'm going to bring the whole legend of Fisty McPunch'em to life. The idea for right now is that he's going to be having. So the idea for everything right now is he's going to be rocking the full Lionel set, because to me that's basically as close as you can get to like having like the onion armor, except like the headpiece kind of looks like a kind of looks make it think like a hat, like a giant hat or something. I took off the little cape thing, because it's just like one of those like matte type type things. But I did that. But yeah, have that. I'm going to be using the Star Fist, which I believe Onyx was saying like, hey, if you want to have do something on your end. Probably do a thing where it's like you have like cold and bleed infusement, like cold and bleed infusement with the Crackblade Astral War, and I'll be trying like to do charge heavy attacks and whatnot. So yeah, you know, it's gonna be interesting to see if we can be able to do it. I'm hoping that month we can be able to have it ready, you know, by that time. You know, and I'll, it'll be seeing like, you know, how things go from there. But yeah, that won't be for, you know, for like at least a week at most. Anyway, if you enjoyed what you saw today though, and you watch this on Twitch, feel free to give the channel a follow and become a Rumble Maniac today. If you want to follow me anywhere else online, you can check out my YouTube channel, give it a sub, and all this usual good stuff. Feel free to follow me on Twitter, maybe Blue Sky as well. And until I see y'all, let's see, where the fuck is my thing? And until I see y'all in the next video or live stream, as always, take care everybody, and I hope you all have a good week or weekend.